I'm Andy with Competitive Cyclist, and this is the Mavic Ksyrium Elite. Anyone who's ever owned a set of Mavic wheels knows this. They're among the most durable and bomb-proof wheels on the planet. Nobody, I mean nobody, makes a better out-of-the-box, everyday trainer and racer than the folks over at Mavic. I've owned pretty much every Ksyrium SL, ES, and Premium they ever made and loved their non-stop stiffness and responsiveness under pressure. The machined rims and wide Zircle spokes of the flagship wheels look great, but in some instances they were just a bit too harsh. I often found myself yearning for Mavic's lateral stiffness, but with a more traditional ride feel. In other words, I wanted a wheel that was smoother vertically. The problem was always this: the Ksyrium Elites and Equipes had that supple ride quality, but outweighed the SL versions by 200 to 300 grams. Now, I'm no weight weenie, but seriously, 1,800 grams for a set of wheels is just a little over the top in this day and age, even if it is for a set of trainers. So you can imagine my delight when I sat down in the Mavic booth at Interbike in 2008 and laid my eyes on these. A 1,550 gram version of my beloved Ksyrium SLs with pretty much the same guts and thinner, more cushy steel bladed spokes. So how'd they do it? Well, the diet started with the rims. Mavic shaved 80 grams off of each rim by using interspoke milling, which removes excess and unnecessary material from in between the spokes on the bed of the rim, which means they end up resembling the milling on their SL and ES big brothers. Mavic also lightened the front hub by 50 grams and used lightweight stainless steel spokes, 18 front, 20 rear. Like the 10th anniversary ES wheels from a few years ago, the front rim is 22 millimeters tall, the rear 25 millimeters. The front wheel has a radial lacing pattern, and the rear has Mavic's ISO pulse pattern, which is radial on the drive side and 2 cross on the non-drive side. The hubs are machined from a single piece of aluminum, and the axles are slightly oversized, both of which contribute to the overall lateral stiffness of the wheels. My first ride on these was a 4-hour epic over the tallest mountain here in our area. It's roughly 90 minutes of climbing up the front side at about 6%, a wicked descent, and then we turn around and come back up the wicked descent. An average of 8 to 12% grind for another 90 minutes or so. These wheels had me dancing right up the mountain like Lance and blasting the descents like a madman. I actually closed about a 5-minute gap on the not so steep side on the way up and led the charge up the steep side. Whether I was spinning in the saddle or mashing it out of the saddle, these wheels answered with pure forward motion and zero power loss through lateral flex. And at nearly half the cost of every other wheel we sell, these are a real bike racer's dream. Light, stiff, fast, and you can even buy Mavic's 2-year insurance for them, which covers you in the event of a crash or any other mishap. They're not as fast as my 404s, but I can ride them every day in just about every imaginable scenario without giving it a second thought. If you have any questions about the Ksyrium Elite, please feel free to give us a call or send an email to sales@competitivecyclist.com.